Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back to this session of today. And here we are, it's one-on-one live coverage from this position. And it's a village report, the real G, on the spot to make sure that everyone is getting this kind of the lecture and everything gonna be very fantastic as we go on with this life of today. From wherever you are, thank you very much for you tuning in, making sure that you are watching from wherever you are and you have just grabbed a seat and you are in a comfort zone, making sure that you are watching It's_Gintu. If you have never subscribed, like, share, comment, so as we can groove together as a team. I am in 877 right now as I'm just talking, and just drive me to 7,000 subscribers this week to make sure that we are moving helter-skelter and perpendicularly per unit time. Due to unconditional circumstances that is under falling and by falling to our own perspective measures that we are having, I'm always having a notebook to make sure that everything is being covered very notifiedly and everything that we are thrown into an imbroglio might be consulted, and we have to make sure that everything is put in under construction of our own words. As far as everything is in concern, I'm coming from the sanitary pads I've just given out, and I'm making sure that we are moving forward together. Thank you very much for the M. Carol for your participation in that one, and I've given out everything that was so fantastic to our ladies, which are, I'm calling them vulnerables. And here, the notebook of today, yesterday, wherever we just finished the point, much of the people are liking the video. If you are just liking the video, like the video very much, so as whenever we just commence this journey, we are moving fantastically. And everyone who is coming from the team Kenge, and also any kind of the position you are, regardless of the race, regardless of tribal, regardless of the content that is coming, this is the reality and this is the content coming to you, which is live and it's one-on-one. Here we are, and I'm just repeating my point. It's subscribe, like, share. This week, let's road to 7,000, and I'm gonna be appreciating and say that kudos to everyone who has been participating, and also the super thanks everyone who is just sending. Thank you very much to make sure that we are moving very fantastic. Whoever is just reaching out to this point and thinks that okay, things are not perpendicular to his position, this is a channel for the people who knows where the way forward, which is the reality. Other people are just I'm not like the rest, but I'm always making sure that we are getting the rest points that we are not being given outside here. Today I'm going to start with a position. Let me tell you one thing that's always maneuvering, and it's moving every time, which is a tedious things coming from Kenge always. And yesterday from the video, guys, I've got some of the calls from Team Kenge, and also I've got much of the calls from Kenge and his own people. Yani, hey, even I'm gonna be talking even Kiswahili inside today. Yani, I've just received a call from Rocio Mami calling the Argentinian long nose, and she was talking about Kintu. And we never communicated very much, and talking about, you know what, this is the reality, and the reality has to move forward. Helter-skelter, somebody talking to me that, you know what, the brother to Kenge, who is called the Guru Dev, is now dating a lady, and thinking that we're going to be intimidated with a police lady. Very unconditional. And I'm not intimidated with a lady who is having a swimming pool for me to swim. I cannot be intimidated, and I cannot be interrogated with such kind of miscellaneous consequences that people want to align themselves onto. So here we are making sure that we are giving you much of the points. And point number one, the points are analyzed into the book until the bottom level of the pages. Here we are, and this is the beginning. Let's go. The village reporter, it's now tangling out. From the book of Gintu, verse 16, chapter 17, verse 18 into 19, and it's from Bartolomeo 19 to 19, 19 to 19. The book of me for today, and I'm going to be writing a dictionary. It's going to be coming to you guys, and I want to be having a masterclass of dictionary to make sure that people are learning very much English from this position. I'm going to be even learning some English, yes, eh? Everything going to be very fantastic, yeah? Exactly. Let's go. Guys, we have such kind of a point. Let me start with this point. Do you know that Kenge always, he was talking at me that, oh, you know what, I have a woman, that the people were just calling me, talking about, Gintu, what? Do you know that Kenge has a woman, so can you just respect him and just make sure that whenever he was just chasing us and talking us badly, that kind of a woman, she was sitting beside her. Why couldn't that woman tell the guy that, you know what, I am your girlfriend, I'm your woman, so don't insult those people, please. Don't tell lies to them. She was there participating, and she was the one who was saying, oh yeah, start with them, say name them, thinking it's just like a Nokia ringtone. Name them. So it was that way. So right now the people are talking about, you know what, she's now a lactating woman, and we have to make sure that we are bearing with the saga. Even that time we were lactating. You know what? You are lactating, because right now the cucumbers and the pears, whenever you are hinging them, whenever, and doing their own fantastic job, and you know there are some of talk about this kind of the age, talk about the gender, they do lactate very muchly about such kind of a condition we are talking about. So whenever she's lactating, even outside here people are lactating whatever we have to be lactated, exactly. And also Kenge right now, guys, he has ever tested very many swimming pools, and this is the real fact. He has tested very many swimming pools, and he is just swimming in this one, saying that, oh, I don't like these tiles today, they're so shiny, oh, I need you to put some kind of the blue tiles. Another one, no, I want a swimming pool that's very gauged, very much, very fantastic. No, this swimming pool is much of water. Oh, this swimming pool is having dirty water. Oh, this swimming pool, maybe it was not washed, it's stinking. So all of those swimming pools Kenya has ever tested. And right now, the only thing they are forcing themselves, it's just a come we stay marriage. And that's the real fact. The only point I'm going to tell you is, you know, they have just dated everything. They have dated even dogs. They have dated even everything. Whatever is eaten, you know, Kenge is like a dog. He can eat whatever is eaten. Kenge doesn't even know that this is a young one, this is a minor, this is what. He participates in everything to make sure that everything is consumable. And today I'm just going to reveal this, and that's why they're just going forward and telling the dev right now, the Lady J, and saying that, you know what, go and marry or go and date a police, so as whenever Gintu brings you bring nyef to him. And that's the real fact they are now going on, and you can just sympathize with them. How can a person date even the people who have brain, and now going to a people who failed already and going to such kind of a recruitment for the people who are just going to lure man so they can be employed? Which kind of something is that one? So that's the only position they have reached. So the only thing is one. Right now, whenever they're just dating this kind of the people, somebody talking about, you know what is messing with such kind of the family, they're saying that we are pregnant. You and who? You and who are you pregnant? You and who are you pregnant? You know, that's a very miscellaneous concept in Africa. Somebody saying that we are married. Married. Yes, we are married, yes. But talking about we are pregnant. Are you serious? Do you think that people lactate your cucumbers and everything and making sure that things are not comfortable? So can you be serious one day, please? That's why the Lady J, who is the guru dev, is always chasing, always they are going. Whenever he talks about guys, you know what, we are pregnant, they see that this person is a very village fool, and that's why he was fooling people. Guys, I'm going to finish my school. I'm going to what is it called? Graduate. Whom are you graduating to? And how are you going to graduate yet you are just a Form 4 failure? I'm just imagining. And talking about, you know what, you people are just poor, you are people, you are just poverty is just entitling unto appearances. Yet he doesn't remember that he is the person who is poor in mind. He doesn't even think. He thinks that, okay, these things are going to be surviving for good. It's going to not be surviving. And that's the very best. And you know how the things are just going. Whenever a person talks about, I'm going to intimidate you, I'm going to tell, now you are having a girlfriend, now to bring it to Gintu that you have a girlfriend who is a police. I'm just sympathizing with that one and talking about, you know what, nowadays, guys, the only vehicle that was bought by the Muangu, it's the one that's being used. nowadays it's the roots. Migori Sirari, Migori Sirari. My friend, you're gonna be very broke very, very soon, because that's the only thing you're always wishing for lavish life. Whenever he sees people are just crowded somewhere, he goes and park in front of them and comes out and he's just pocketing and touching his phone that was donated to him and saying, okay, he's just touching it and never even calling, because no one can call him from Nyabuanse. Even Hello Baby cannot call him because he's just a dwarfism in terms of brain. That's the real fact. So the only thing he can just do is pocket himself and come out whenever he see a crowd and get out of the car, which is just a donation car, and it was bought for the mothers, but he's always inside talking about, you know what, the other people are fools, the other people are just poor, the other people are poverty. I'm just sympathizing with such kind of an anxious boy who is kramatova in terms of nature. He cannot even accommodate his own brain and talk about I have a point to tell people. Every time is, guys, this is a book. You see, it's a book. It is written. It is written, guys. You see, it is written, and it is white in color, and it has blue lines. Are just passing. It is the ruled book, and my people. Even the people are just always listening to that kind of a dwarf boy. We are just not even in accommodation. So that's the real fact about it. And the second point I'm going to be touching is whenever Kenge is telling people that, you know what, I don't like Gintu, I don't like Pablo Ke, I don't like all the people who are just coming from here, I don't like people like Village T, I don't like people like Mogesi. The only thing he's always talking about, he always loves people who are always naked like her sister. That's the only thing he needs. And whenever he sees her sister wearing some of talk about the flag of talk about Jamaica, and just putting her buttocks this way and talking about, okay, that's the only development that people need, and that's the only sister I have, so as I can just show people nakedness and also a nudity, that I'm just sympathizing with such kind of a person. How literate you are, and you're talking about, no, I have to defend my sister, she's just doing perfect, she's putting nudity, you know, you have to earn during the nudity period. I'm just not even interrupted with such kind of a question. That a person talking about my sister is doing well, publishing nudity, and that's what is just driving them until where they are. Look at what now he's just going here to show people her own swimming pool. He's going here to show people swimming pool. Who do you think that you come to the village here and be recognizing your swimming pool the way it is right now? You know, whenever you have a swimming pool which is dirty and it's not treated with that water is not treated, you're gonna be stinking, my friend. And that's why you always wear such kind of the nudity or the pants, so as you can get fresh air, so as you can neutralize your swimming pool and make sure that you are getting very good air to circulate into that position. And I think that's why always whenever the Mwangu is always standing, he's always itching himself onto the Karura forest, always itching. I'm just sympathizing. Can you wear the cotton panties, please? Whenever you are just, the only thing that has remained is only wearing the metal panty. That's the only thing that's remaining. And I think your family gonna be wearing the metal panty, so as whenever you want to go and you're gonna be having something there, so as you can have to open with a padlock, because you are now too much in terms of even the family. They are even not compromising their own self-esteem, talking about, you know what, this person is doing well, look at now is just contributing to our church. Even the conduct is talking about, yeah, they're contributing to our church here. And you know, yes, we have much of the things that people do, like gaining some of the influence. Okay, you can gain much of the influence. That's what they were doing, and that's the real fact. Look at Kenge. What Kenge was ever doing is one. He was ever publishing his own nudity, showing people his raw cucumber and carelessly hanging pup pairs. And whenever people say that, yeah, that's what I like, yeah, you are having very good gearbox, oh, the gearbox is working, oh, I can't get, I don't know what. Now he's just going to the street, talk about, you saw my video yesterday, it was very fantastic. You want me to show you how I look like? This is how I look like. Can you give me a kiss so as we can just touch my cucumbers? This is my video. How do you see that? It's very fantastic. It's going to the stripers and going to Casanovas and talk about, you know what, is that just a didism? And whenever it's just talking about, no, now that's why they want to focus and say that, you know what, my sister, she's doing, the Mwangu is doing well, and she has to publish his own nudicity and give it to the people, and so that, okay, I have to gain subscribers. Oh, the Indians, can you come just to the position? People from Jamaica, can you come to the position and see how I am carrying such kind of a swimming pool? And it's just upside down, and it's just centrally located onto my position. So you can just swimming is just $400 and whenever you want to swim, wherever water you want, maybe you want clean water, or you want which kind of a surface do you want, blue tile surface, or which kind of a swimming pool you want, which kind of a shape do you want the swimming pool to be put so as you can just swim properly. So that's the only thing that just selling, to make sure that people are gaining and getting. So okay, how do you want it to happen? How do you want it to be? And right now they're talking about, you know what, whatever you are doing unto the village, you are always poor. Yes, that's why no, we have accepted it. We are poor, yes, but we don't want to engage ourselves in such kind of the position of talking about we have a masterclass of showing people cucumbers, a masterclass of Christmas talking about, you know what, I have to go and do some things of which are not even interested, and that's what you want us to do. We are not interested with that one. And Kenge, you have to get it very fantastic. What we are doing is to engage ourselves and make sure that we are helping other peoples who are outside there to uplift them a little bit from wherever they are. But telling us everybody now, the only thing that even talk about the con mom, she was about to start now showing people the unicity. Which kind of such kind of an influence are you just showing the people? And I'm just sympathizing with such kind of a family. The only person who is now remaining is the con dad. Now you will see he has just already started, not even he's gonna be he has started, because right now he's just showing people the panties, and now walking with a very short panty here, and having a very long shirt which is blue in nature, and talking about, you know what, yes, that yeah, I like that idea, and shaking the cucumbers down. Very intimidious, very unpropitious, very throwing people to an imbroglio. And I'm sympathizing with such kind of a family. And they're talking about, you know what, my kid is doing good, is supporting people here and there to make sure that they are gaining their education, getting education. And whenever they're coming to your position, telling them, you know what, open a YouTube channel. Whenever they open, you say that now you can just act and help yourself. How do you want to help such kind of the people? And talking about, you know what, my con mom, she's a very good woman, I like her. And that's why whenever they introduced the Argentinian long nose, she never accepted such kind of the stupidity that's going on to that family. And she never accepted the thing of nudicity and something like that one. They tried it because sometimes you could see the Argentinian long nose coming out with a very small panty, talking about, hey, and talking just outside there, and people have not been into such kind of a position. And they have introduced it. That's why you saw the con mom, she was going to the river with such kind of the bikinis and showing people what is not even acceptable to be shown to the people outside here. And they're saying that this family is very honorable. They are just horribles everywhere. And talking about, you know, we have our machete man, he's always available. No, we have to do such kind of a thing. He's the only who is the security. And right now he's just working with, and we have a story to come, guys, because he's forcing people to be married with his brother at the villa there. There's a brother who is working like a porcupine, just hinged down like butter. We have to call it duck. And they're talking about, you know what, I'm just going to make sure that I'm looking for somebody who is just going to interrogate those people, and I'm going to get a very fantastic person who can just go and get them to a position. Okay, this kind of a lady, oh, I like such kind of a lady, I want her to do this and this and this. It's gonna be very optimistic, and it's not recommendable up to this point. And that's why we are just talking that we don't have such kind of the impromptu they're just showing us, and making sure that, okay, we are just gauging people to have such kind of miscellaneous effect, publishing. Look at how now the channels of some of the ladies in Nyabuanse, they were thrown into an imbroglio. Like talk about DJ Pelez, she was here talking about she was going every time to the river to make sure that he's just showing people her own whenever he's just walking, the hips are just slapping each other vigorously, and talking about, you know what, this is the people I need. And talk about there's someone of the ladies who were just introduced to that kind of an influence. Even talk about Mboke, they were introduced to such kind of an influence. Right now, what's ongoing right now? It's nothing right now. They're just thrown into an imbroglio, and they're talking about, you know what, we are just following our master. You'll just die with such kind of the stupidity we are talking about. And whenever the rain were coming, guys, today into my bananas here, I have to make sure that the things are coming out very fantastically and one-on-one. Right now, we are just giving Argentinian long nose just 3 years, because all the things like talk about filming, whenever Argentinian long nose gonna be expired, because she gonna not have some views to the Kenge. He gonna be dropping her and going to attach with another person. You can just remember, he likes drama. Whenever there's no drama, there's no money, and that's why we are giving Argentinian long nose 3 years only. And she's gonna be talking about, no, I have to look for a divorce, no, and yet it's not even engaged. That's why I talked about they're just engaging in a come we stay marriage. And right now, even look at how Kenge is thinking that people are stupid and foolish. He's just telling people that, you know what, people, no, I'm just arranging a wedding ceremony. I want you to start contributing. My friend is just collecting money to come back home. And whenever he comes back home, he's going to be looking for another person, or he's going to be going to Colombia. So they can just go there and look at Sharma. Priya Sharma. She's left hanging, carelessly hanging outside there. And it was just promised, very good promises. You know what, I'm going to be hinging my cucumbers this way. Whenever you say that this is the style, this is how we have to go. He was always talking such kind of the nonsense to the guy. But due to unconditional circumstances, the views were not reading to her. And people told about, oh, she's not good. You know the subscribers that Kenge do have, who are just talking about, oh, always the big mouth in front, talking about, you know what, we have to emphasize in this, we have to do this one. They are not throwing him into an improv or such kind of the things. So that's why I'm emphasizing our people who are just onto the village should impress themselves and have self-esteem, because Kenge is not a genuine person. Look at the subscribers. Just right now he was talking about, you know, these people I have, whenever they subscribe more or subscribe, or we talk about they're going to be sharing it to everyone, we're going to be having 1 million. Look at how nonsensious you are calculating your points, which are not even valid. And not knowing that you showed them nudicity, and that's why they subscribed there. Right now they're just wondering, what is this kind of a boy doing right now? He's just showing us that he has a baby. Who doesn't know that a baby is just available into this kind of a world? Who doesn't know that you have to hinge your cucumbers from one position to another so as you can have a lady? You have to put the cucumbers and the pears into one concentrated perspective to have or to put them into one overlined solution to make sure that you are getting such kind of a thing. So you think that's a very unique thing that you can show to the people that, you know what, I'm the first person to hinge my cucumbers from Africa so as I can just bring it to Argentina and have a baby in Argentina. No, don't fool people outside here, my friend. And that's why I'm talking about don't be insulted with such kind of a boy talking about, you know what, we are going to have a wedding. There's no wedding is going to take care there. There's no wedding is going to perform there. Look at right now the sisters and the mothers-in-law, just a person from Africa, not having a very good brain, just going to stay with the in-laws, which can in a cage, yeah, in a storage cage. I'm talking about, look at the bed. The bed is not even enough for me. I'm talking about Gintu, you are a poverty guy. You are a poor person. Look at how shameful you are. Sleeping in a bed over like a dog, and talking about, you know what, these are the bed that we are having, or the people in Africa are just poor, or I cannot help such kind of the people. Whenever parcel come, it's going to be going to the people in 2025. Look at how you are throwing people into an improve and thinking that you are now a real man about outside here. You are nothing, my friend. Look at the bed you are sleeping right now. If you're going to be a millionaire, you could have just hired a hotel a very far distance from your in-laws. And right now, the only thing you want is that content. Because whenever you go like into a hotel, where are you going to shoot a video? You want to use people and make sure that you are utilizing that family. You are going to utilize it, and whenever the engineer long nose is not careful, that family is going to be utilized properly. And whenever it's now losing subscribers and losing all the views, you're going to be talking about, no, we are going to Africa, me and my baby. It's something that it's not going to work. And I don't think if you're going to come back with a baby also, or coming back with that kind of Argentina long nose, because they are now, they have boycotted with you. They don't need any kind of solidification from your own intelligence. Talking about, you have some people always talking about, oh, I have to tell subscribers that I want to do this. Oh, I want to, even you're about to tell subscribers how many rounds do you want me to go, and you're about to tell the subscribers, you know what, tell me which kind of a style do I go. And that's the kind of the nonsense, because everything you want to put it into the platform, saying that, okay, subscribers, help me in this, I want to get a lawyer so as I can land Gintu into jail, I want to get this one here, I want to have a good nurse so as I can treat my kid. Look at how you are just behaving like a crooked person who doesn't behave like an African, who is just developed a little bit and make sure that the things are coming very fantastic. But right now, you are throwing yourself into such kind of the scenario, and you are talking about, you know what, I'm not going to engage myself in that kind of it doesn't work that way, my friend. So put yourself into one focused element and make sure that everything gonna be coming to you very fantastic. The point again I can just frame is one. You are always talking about, you know what, I have such kind of the family that I'm just always with having, and to that position. Now you are throwing your in-laws into hardship, a hard life. Whenever I'm just telling this to Argentina long nose, that do you know that whenever Kenge will just get out from that position, your life gonna be very harder to that family. No one will ever recognize that Argentinian long nose, they have even a family like that one. People are going to just get out right now. They're just with you because the subscribers, some people who are just subscribers who are there, they're just always having that influence that, okay, we have to get her this way, we have to get her that way. But the real fact is one, whenever you get out from that position, you're gonna suffer, and you're gonna be thrown into an imbroglio. And that's the kind of the man we are talking about. And be very intellectual. And I'm telling you this as a fact. Be very intellectual, Argentina long nose. Because whenever you just live, look at Mama Gift. Look at Mama Gift channel. It's gone and gone forever. And you're just, whenever they talk about, you know what, we are coming there, he gives you a shout out, he just promises you fake promises, he gives you everything that you might be needing. But whenever you just get out from there, no one will come there. And that's why we just sympathize with this kind of that's why everyone is outside here talking about better. I have my own subscriber who can just watch Gintu and say that, Gintu, can you just move forward this way and you can move that way. But a person is always there because of tagging your name. You have to tag a name. Today we are out with Kenge in Kenge Villa, coming back to Kenge, having a party to celebrate the baby Maisha of Kenge. We are having a party here to celebrate the birthday of Kenge. And everything you have to put so that people can watch you. But that's throwing some people into an imbroglio. And people are not understanding, like the Perez, like Nasto outside here, they're not even understanding that, okay, you can just solidify yourself. They're only attached like thicks. Talking about, let's come outside here and see the life. Right now, the person who is now being thrown into an imbroglio is a person called talk about Gake. Right now, he's just always talking about, oh, now my life has changed from this and this. But the real fact is one. There's no life that has changed there. They're only with you because of 1 week. Whenever it reaches 2 weeks, my friend, you're going to see fire. And I'm telling you that as a fact. Even having such kind of guys training here, having a point like this one, the family of Kenge doesn't like Argentinian long nose. They don't like her. Because there's one day I ever told you a story. Like whenever the Mwangu came and was about, let me see my brother Kenge. And whenever she reached at the villa, she was just going to the upstairs. And she was told, she met with Argentinian long nose. Argentinian long nose stopped her and asked her, where are you going? The Mwangu said, I want to see Kenge. And what now followed next? They said that, okay, you want to see Kenge, he's so busy, you cannot see him right now, you have to get an appointment. Look at how now she turned those kind of the girls and that kind of a family into an imbroglio. And right now there's nothing. Where Kuja to? No problem. So look at how they're just throwing people into an imbroglio. And right now they're talking about, you know what, this kind of a lady, she's not good. That's why even she, Conmam, she was even talking about, I want to go to Kenge. I want to go there and cook some food so that people can eat there. I want to take my family to Kenge. Yeah. Go fit. Okay. Guys, we are having a business. You know, whenever I'm working, I'm always having a business outside here. So everything is okay, eh? Yeah. So this is yours.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the transport, eh?
Thank you so much.
Fantastic, fantastic.
Hi.
So guys, I'm having a little business because we have to continue the business. That's what even Kenge doesn't have. I'm working while I'm working too. Exactly. So I was talking this point of Argentina long nose. She's not liked. She's not liked. Even whenever they are talking about, you know what, we are going to give her soup. Do you know that Conmam, whenever she was cooking some soup, and this soup was being cooked with gunmo, and I told you whatever is cooked with gunmo, even a dog cannot eat. And Argentina longnose, she was given a soup, a traditional soup to take, and she never took it. She even about to diarrhea, and from diarrheaing, she even, how is it called? Smeared it out. Huh? Whenever it just got in, it came out. Tapicad. Exactly. Tapic. It's called tapic, eh? Exactly. We can go with that one. So, I have to know who is coming to my home because this is, security is just here to make sure that whatever is coming here. Exactly. So guys, that's what I'm always talking about. So whenever they're just going there, oh, Argentina longos, okay, take soup. It doesn't have salt. It's cooked with the gunmo. Oh, it's very awkward. And you cannot uptake such kind of a thing. And that's why we are talking about that family doesn't like that lady. And they're talking about, you know what? Oh, what that family needed. And they never told the Kenge. They need an African. They need a Kenyan person to that home. They need a woman who is a Kenyan. They need a woman who they can trace their home. You know how the African moms and dads behave. Whenever it reaches a time, they say that, okay, let's go and visit the in-laws. Let's go and visit our other family and see how they're just ongoing. We want to come and check this family. They talk about the lady family that's coming to check this one, coming with the blankets. So can you carry a blanket from here to Argentina? Very unconditional. So that's why they're not pleased with such kind of a marriage. And that's why you talk about it can never happen. And it will never happen. I'm telling you. All the people are just talking about, you know what? That's just a content. People, if you have never known Kenge, Kenge is always phrasing and framing a content. And whenever that content come in touch, he always, now this content, he framed it, but he never knew how to evacuate it. So this kind of a content, it has brought a mule, which is an offspring. And it was not to reach such kind of a segment. But due to unconditional circumstances of staying during the party, and he was seeing people how the cucumbers were running there, cucumbers were here, talking about condoms everywhere. He was even highlighted and espoused and amoused and also aroused with the talk about with cucumbers needing their own privacy. They needed their own talk about their own freedom. Freedom of inhalation. Exactly. That's the real fact. And right now, the family is so flabbergastic. The family is so unconditional. You know, now there's a boy called Guru Dev. He's going to be very fantastic. Now you could have just already reached with a vehicle to the in-laws, talking about, okay, talk about the Demwangu. She could have already reached at the segment, talking about, oh, let's go and check the girl where she's coming from. And there's going to be a fight. Whenever they see she's a bride, look at what is now ongoing. Look at Demwangu and DJ Perez, the sausage girl in Nyabuanse. They don't go hand in hand. Even one day, Demwangu said, do you think that I am Kenge? Do you think I'm Kenge to seduce you? Do you think I'm Kenge to be consuming you? I'm not Kenge. I'm somebody else. And don't bring your stupidity thinking that my brother can ever marry you. I heard that kind of a voice, and it was there. And the real fact is, the DJ Perez, she's just left here, carelessly hanging like a tobacco. Carelessly hanging like whenever you hang tobacco, whenever they want to be fired in a furnace. That's why she's hanging outside here like like a tie, and thinking that they're gonna be waiting for that moment to reach of Kenge coming and telling, you know, whenever you just rely on only whatever you can supply is to ask people if you can just swim to my own swimming pool. It's unconditional and it cannot happen. And the real fact is one: it can never happen. Next point. Do you remember during the time of the party, that kind of a villa, it was acting like an Airbnb? And even before, it could just be acting as a party time or an Airbnb. It was just skeletonic. And whenever it was a skeleton, everyone over each and everyone was just going in front and saying that, you know what, I want to do my own hanging my carrots, cucumbers to this position. Look at all the people who are just coming. Do you know how many people were just put into an imbroglio during that kind of a session? Everyone was thrown into this. They are talking about, okay, there are people who are coming from the outside to come to this position, and whenever they came, they were introduced to some of petite ladies, talk about Latin ladies, to talk about, okay, they have this kind of a shape, they have this kind of the brightness, and the people are just consumed. Well, people are consumed like food. I'm telling you that as a fact. People are consumed as food, and that's the real fact. The ladies were chewed like cat. Do you know cad? The girls were chewed like cats, and they're just here. And some of them, they're already thrown into an imbroglio. They don't have even a future. They were just talked about, oh, you know, you have to go with such kind of a person. That's the only thing that this kind of Kenge can just tell people. And telling Ginto that, you know what, if I can run a party of 30 days, 30 days of chewing cards, 30 days of swimming to every kind of a swimming pool, regardless of talking about I've just brought some of the condoms are everywhere, talking about I can chew everything. That's a kind of unconditional that I cannot perform. And that's the real fact. Talking about even right today, that kind of a villa is just an Airbnb, and it's just something that girls are consumed there till date. Look at how such kind of the molestation it was done. Look at right now defilement that's getting some people. Look at now Anastasia, where she's just thrown right now. She's nothing. Look at what the conduct he was doing at the villa during that time, chasing people like dogs down and up, talking about you have to get out. And right now he's talking about, you know what, we have to do this and this and this. So don't cheat people that you think people doesn't know what is just ongoing into the villa. And that's the real fact. And do you know that even he's talking about the richest the millionaire in Nyabuhanse? Do you know that even that villa up to date, it is just linking in terms of the sewage, it's leaking. And whenever you just go there with the much of water, whenever water drains very much, it doesn't go to the septic tanks. It's already corrugated there, and whenever it's just started to prevail its own talk about very dirty, very dirty atmosphere, talk about the pollution, and even up to date, that kind of the talk about the drainage system, it's not working because we have two drainage there. We have the kitchen water, and also we have the drainage of the sewage. And talking about, you know what, I am a millionaire up to date, there is a blockage. Very unconditional. Whenever even Gake was there, was performing very better works. Taking care of this, taking care of that one, taking care of the home, making sure that people are eating, making some shoppings, and is coming here to tell people that your cucumbers are very long. Look at how you are just very unconditional. And just chasing people the way you want, or because of they are just staying into your home. And the only point you're always talking about is they're eating unto myself. Very stupid. Do you think that people can just walk onto your position without them eating? And right now you're talking about these people who are eating onto my position. Look at how such kind of unconditional. You are just introduced to this fauna and flora. So you have to bear with the circumstances the way they come. A human being has to eat and work. You have to gain energy and continue working. And now talking about, you know what, these people are eating to me, they're ungrateful. What kind of the things are you just talking to the people? As a grown-up man, and always talking about, you know what, I'm 33 years. Don't cheat people, my friend. I was there looking at you, and always I know you. Guys, I started supplying their milk while I was like 8 years. 8 to 10, 8 years there. And Kenge was an old person. Very old. Very old. I had like, during that time, I was like 10 years. He was like 18. He was like 18. No. 18, 20 there. 20. Yeah, I think 20 there. Because let me tell you a fact. Do you know that Kenge learned with my sister, my brother, in that school? And my brother is born 85. My brother. If Kenge goes very far, very, very far, very, very far, it is born 86 to 87. 1987. That's the year of Kenge. And I'm telling you that as a fact. Now you can calculate to 97, to 2007, to 2017 was 30. Now 2027 gonna be coming, gonna be 40. Minus 3. You are 37 years. Don't cheat people outside here. Flabbergastic person. I'm talking about 33 every year, 33. Now your sister, she's the one who is 34 years. Who is the Mwangu. And the Guru Dev, he is 29 years. Don't cheat people thinking that we don't know. Because the Guru Dev was a little bit older than me whenever I was supplying milk. Whenever we grew, he went to talk about high school. I was still in primary. I can just remember. Hey, and now you're telling that, okay, guys, I was like in standard 4. And the sister, who she is the Mwangu, she was finishing Form 4. So it was a positive deviation of like 8 years. So you can add me 25 plus 8, 33 to 34 right now. And I'm telling you that as a fact. Guru Dev is the one who is 29. That's the real fact. So don't cheat people thinking that we cannot calculate you. And yet you land with the people who I know. Look at Pablo. Now, how old is Pablo K.E.? How old is Pablo K.E.? So don't cheat people that every time is 33 years. Every time, 33 years. Do you think that you are aged, my friend? You are aged. You are approaching menopause. So don't act like you are just always... Are you in time, master? Huh? Are you traveling with time? So don't gauge yourself that you know everything, my friend. We can calculate even right now. The size of your cucumbers, even right now, we can calculate it. Regardless of your thigh and regardless of your waist. We can calculate your size of your cucumbers and we can calculate the size of your pears. Do you know that one? And how long are they hinging? How long are they carelessly hanging? We can calculate. So why do you want to tell people that, okay, I'm always... And Argentinian long nose. She is 35 to 36 years. And we are saying that now the Argentinian long nose, she is now... Do you think that we are fool? And you are the one who told me, Gintu, my self-understanding, that Gintu, do you know what? Just wait a little bit. So as I'm coming, Argentinian long nose sister, she's coming. So... My sister-in-law, she's coming, so make sure that whenever she comes, don't get married right now. Don't have even a girlfriend. Whenever she comes, you know you have to get this kind of the Wazungu. The Mzungu is a very soft person, and whenever you touch them, you feel vibrated. I'm not interested. The only interest I have is our people to have development, our people to be implemented, our people to be thrown, to be taught what to do, our people to be introduced into a new life of talking about this kind of the poverty we are talking always, this kind of the poorness we are talking about. We have to change it into another thing. We have to say that, okay, this kind of the imbroglio we are thrown, how can we change our life? But telling us we are going to have a party next time and my villa is going to be an Airbnb and also we are going to have some condoms already thrown there and right now the trees have grown up and everything is so fantastic. I have some fish pond there. They're having some of, they're called female anopheles mosquitoes. People are going to get malaria there. I have malaria queen and malaria tabs there. So everything gonna be very fantastic. You just come. If you want malaria, be vaccinated here. I have a doctor who is very fake called Kibe. He's gonna be giving you some medication here. And Now you're just like telling people like that villa is having everything. Right now there's no toilet that is working. Right now there's no one who is working there like a person who is more concentrated in terms of brain. The only villa is run with the village folks, village fools, thinking that we don't know anything. Look at how you're throwing yourself into an imbroglio, my friend. Can you solidify yourself and tell people the truth? If you want to change, and right now I've seen my friend groups talk about the Three Musketeers. They're talking about maybe they are the people who are just paid to talk about King. But me, I'm framing it the way it is. I don't receive any money from anyone because I want to tell people the truth, because he's the one who thrown us into an imbroglio so as we can tell the truth how it is. Don't cheat people right now. Whenever you cheat, I'm there, foot by foot, step by step, one-on-one, live coverage from this segment. Keep it tuned, keep it locked, subscribe, like, share, comment, so as we can just group together as a team. And this is the end.